Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra, I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Today I am trying to motivate to all of you on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Today is very special motivational lecture for all of you because people are committing suicide. People are attempted to commit suicide. Why? Because of depression, because of frustration, and because of these all things the motivation is required. So this is only reason why I am here, why I am going to make all of you understand the each and every verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita which make you motivate, which motivate you, which inspired you. So on the basis of these particular things I am going to motivate to all of you. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I am having Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Srila Mahaprabhupada from ISKCON temple. And I would have to say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense is pure book of the science and humanity. And I am trying to propagate humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Lord Krishna stated why people are demotivated, why people are getting frustration, why people are getting depression because of their desire and expectation. Life is all about journey. Life is all about learning as well as journey. And in our journey, in this journey of life, we have to learn. Without keeping any expectation, we just have to focus on our karma. Our soul is there, but we are only seeing the relation of our body rather than our soul, and we are actually associated with these material things, Maya. This particular Maya will definitely circumfere to all of us, and thoughts of Maya, the thoughts of desire, which definitely fall all of us down to this material world. Lord Krishna stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita to how to make yourself free from the particular desire and material bondages. So our material bondages and our desire, which are mainly responsible for our frustration and depression. And once we started to perform our prescribed duty without keeping any expectation, at that time we will definitely make ourselves free from the material desire and also material world. And at that time, from that time, we will never get depression, we will never get frustration. So Lord Krishna here stated in verse number 8, chapter number 3, Karma Yoga. Lord Krishna here stated, Niyatam kuru karma tvam karma jaya hi akarmana sarira yatra pe. Listen it very carefully. Sarira yatra pe chatina parisaddate natu akarmana. Here Vasudev Madhusudan Mukunda Krishna stated, नियतम कुरु कर्म त्वाम कर्म जाया ही अकर्मण नियतम कुरु कर्म त्वाम कर्म जाया ही अकर्मण शरीर यत्र पे च तेना परिसद्यते न तु अकर्मण. Here Vasudev Krishna directly stated to Arjuna. Here Vasudev Krishna stated, perform your prescribed duty. Listen it very carefully. Perform your prescribed duty. Working is better than not working, and no one can maintain his or her physical body without performing his duty. Listen it very carefully. No one can maintain his or her body without performing his prescribed duty. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Even when Arjuna tired and Arjuna totally exhausted and Arjuna started cry, he started cry. Madhav, Arjuna started cry and stated, Kulaksaya pranasyati kula dharma sanatanaha dharma nashtaha kule krustam adharmo bhiyatve utvaha priyatve utvaha. Here Vasudev, here Arjuna stated to Vasudev Krishna. Here Vasudev Krishna listen Arjuna very carefully. He was listening very carefully to Arjuna, and Vasudev Krishna tried to figure out what I can do in order to motivate him, in order to bring him out from the frustration. This kind of therapy is known as cognitive behavior therapy. And Lord Krishna was observed the behavior of Arjuna. Why Arjuna was totally worried, why Arjuna was in worried, and what was this all causes to make Arjuna worry. Here Arjuna talked about Kulakshane. Arjuna talked about the destruction of dynasty, Here Arjuna talk about the relation, material relation between the two body, not a soul relation. Here Arjuna didn't consider, and Arjuna was in a fear. Arjuna had some kind of anxiety, and with this anxiety and this particular desire, some kind of attachment, this kind of all things which make Arjuna worried. And also Arjuna here clearly stated, Kulaksaya pranasyati kula dharma sanatanaha. Kula dharma sanatanaha. Dharma nashtaha kulaha. Here Vasudeva Krishna. Listen Arjuna very carefully. Here Arjuna stated, Dharma nashtaha kulaha. Krustam adharma briyatva utvaha. With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is also vanished, and thus the rest of the family become involved in the irreligious practices. Rest of the family become irreligious practices. And lastly, Arjun here stated, here Arjun stated, my dear Krishna, I am not going to fight this war because I am not able to see any kind of good thing after finishing of this war, because there is a supreme destruction. I am unable to see any kind of good things of the as a consequences of the particular battlefield or this particular battlefield. Here stated, Aho bato mahat papah kruta vyavastita vayamah yad rajya sukham lovante hantvam swam jananam udyate. Else, how strange it is, we are preparing to commit a greatly sinful acts. We are preparing for this particular great sinful act, and driven by the desire to enjoy the royal happiness, driven by the desire, only our expectation, which are mainly responsible for our material bondage, responsible for a depression and frustration like situation. If something will happen as per our expectation, then we will be very happy. If something will not happen as per our expectation, then we will definitely get in distress, and the particular distress will definitely bring a frustration, and a very short term distress things is known as a frustration, and the long term frustration is called a depression. यदि माम प्रतिकारम शस्त्र शस्त्र प्राणय तत्राष्ट्रे रणे रणे हन्युस्मते स्मेतरम भवते है. Better for me if son of Dhritarashtra. Arjun clearly stated, better for me if son of Dhritarashtra will kill me, weapons in hand, and where to kill me unarmed and resisting on the battlefield. Here, after listening this all things, Sanjay stated in between, and here Sanjay stated, the bow, the Gandiva was left from Arjuna's hand, and Arjuna stated, Madhav, I am not going to fight this war. Madhav, I am not going to fight this war. When this kind of situation, this kind of dilemma will come across to us, we just have to think about our dharma. We have to perform only our dharma, our prescribed duty, rather than, even if we are unable to perform our prescribed duty betterly, but we have to perform. However, we can perform a prescribed duty of others in a good manner or betterly, but we don't have to perform. We have to adhere with only and only our prescribed duty, only with our dharma. श्री भगवान उवाच क्लेब्यमास्मगं पार्थान तत्त्वयुपपद्यते शूद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्य त्यक्तो उत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. Whenever we are in depression, whenever we are in frustration, we just have to think what is our prescribed duty, what we have to do, what ought to do and what ought not to do. We just have to think. Here Lord Krishna stated, Klebhyam masmagam partha ne tattva upapadyate sudram hridaya dobalya त्यक्ता उत्तिष्ठ परंतप. हे धनुर्धारी अर्जुन, हे पार्थ, हे कौंते, हे पृथापुत्र, क्लेभ्यम मास्मगम पार्था ने तत्व उपपद्यते सुद्रम हृदय दोबल्य त्यक्तो उत्तिष्ठ परंतप. O son of Prutha, don't yield this kind of degrading importance. This is not become to you. it doesn't become to you, and give up such a pity, weakness of your heart, and arise and get up and fight this war. So in the battlefield, life is all about battlefield. Life is only battlefield. We have to get up. We have to rise. We have to rise our weapons and fight against this particular each and every circumstances, because life is all about learning. Life is journey, and each and every turn of life we can learn something new. And life is not very easy for anybody's. Easy circumstances will never come across. Hard circumstances will definitely come across in order to make all of you complete, make all of you perfect. अर्जुन उवाच कथ भीष्म सांख्य द्रोणे च मधुसूदन इबुषि प्रत्योस्तामि पूजा वरिसूदनम. Here stated this all are worshipable people. However, for dharma, if we have to fight against our family member, our parents, or any our beloved person, we have to fight. क्लेभ्यमास्मगं पार्थाने तत्त्वयुपपद्यते शूद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्य त्यक्त्वा उत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. So each and every mode of life, we don't have to let down. We don't have to get down. We just have to fight against each and every circumstances. Recently, the people who IIT student who committed suicide because he faced a caste-based discrimination. So I really don't know why people are making a discrimination on the basis of the caste, on the basis of the birth. Even Lord Krishna stated, I am situated into heart of each and every living beings. Then why, who the hell we all human beings are to make a discrimination on the basis of the caste, on the basis of the religion, on the basis of the birth? Who the hell we are? Even Krishna stated, समोहम सर्व भूतेषु न मे द्वेषन्ति न मे प्रियः यो भजन्ति तु मम भक्तानि महिते तेषु चाप्यः. महिते तेषु चाप्यः. Here Krishna stated, महिते तेषु चाप्यः समोहम सर्व भूतेषु. I neither partial nor envy with anyone. I am equal to each and every person. But the person who has rendered services in my devotion, that person is very dear to me. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Krishna Vasudev Yadav. Here Krishna stated, this kind of importance is not becoming to you path. You just have to understand about the relation between the body and soul. Here Lord Krishna further stated, Matara parsastu konteha sitosuna sukh dukhe sada agama paino nitya tamasa titi kaksa bharat. Agama paino tamasa nitya titi kaksa bharat. Nitya titi kaksa bharat. O son of Kunti, O Kante, non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, they disappear in due course of the time, are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season, and they arise from the sense of perception. And a season of Bharata, one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. One must learn tolerate these all things without being disturbed. यही न व्यवस्थन्ते पुरुष पुरुष सम सुख दुखे स धीरे सोम मृतमत्वात् कल्पते. O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress. Whenever we are preparing for civil service, whenever you are preparing for any competitive examination or academic examination, at that time you just have to understand, you don't have to disturb by getting success and by getting failure. Even Lord Krishna stated, the person who is not deviated from his path, if he got one failure, listen it very carefully. The person who is not deviated from his path, if he got one failure, the person who is not consider himself as a paramount, if he got one success, only that kind of person is known as a karma yogi. And karma yogi will get a success in his life again and again. So we all have to be karma yogi. Without keeping any expectation, we just have to perform our prescribed duty. We have to perform niskam karma. The soul is eternal. Soul will never get destroyed. Even if whatever circumstances, whatever situation, whatever whatever situation will come across, the soul will never destroy it. So we just have to think about these all things. Even Lord Krishna stated, what Lord Krishna stated, Sukh dukhe samay kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yodha yujasva nevam papam vapsasi. The person सुख दुखे समय कृत, जो इंसान सुख दुख में विचलित नहीं होता, जो सुख में अपने आप को सर्वोपरि नहीं मान लेता, सुख दुखे समय कृत्वा लाभा लाभो जया जयो ततो योद्धाय उजस्व नेवम पापम अवापससि. This kind of a person, the person who is not deviated in the threefold of the miseries, the person who is not consider himself as a paramount, and the person who is free from the fear, attachment, also greed. Only that kind of person, if the person who performed his prescribed duty equipoise in all the condition, will never incur any kind of sinful activities. Lord Krishna further stated, Hatva praptasya swargam chitva bhoksashami mahima tasmada uttishta kaunteya yuddham kuru nishchaya. Hatva praptasya swargam, हे पार्थ, हे मधुसूदन, हे मुकुंदा. Here Krishna stated, हे पार्थ. Here Krishna stated, हे पार्थ, हत्वा प्राप्तस्य स्वर्गम चित्वा भोक्ष्यामि महिमा तस्माद उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धम कुरु निश्चय. Here Krishna stated, हत्वा प्राप्तस्य स्वर्गम, son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planet, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with a determination and fight this warfare. Only you have prescribed a duty to fight this warfare. Even Lord Krishna further stated, this is also my one of the most favorite verses. Here Lord Krishna stated, कर्मणि अधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भु मा ते संगो स्वकर्मणि. Here Lord Krishna stated, you have right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruit of action. Never consider yourself as the cause of the result of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. Here Lord Krishna further stated, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakta dharanjaya siddhya siddhyo samabhutva samatam yoga uchyate. Perform your prescribed duty equipoise in all the condition. Here I would request to all of you, if you are having a suicidal thought, then you just have to think, you are only entitled to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to get entitled to the fruit of action. So everything, whatever reward, whatever things, will definitely live on Lord Krishna. We don't have to live on ourselves. We are only having a right to perform a prescribed duty. So we all have to perform a prescribed duty. बुद्धि युक्त जहाति है उभे सुकृत दुष्कृत तस्माद योग युजस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम. A man engaged in the devotional services rid himself of the both good and bad reaction even in this life. Therefore strive for yoga, and which is art of all the work. The yoga is art of all the work. Even Vasudev Krishna further stated, what Lord Krishna stated, here Lord Krishna stated, दुखेषु अनुविग्ध मनः सुखेषु विगत स्पुह वित राग भय क्रोधः स्थित धीर मुनि रुच्यते. जो इंसान दुख में जिसका मन विचलित नहीं होता है, दुखेषु अनुविग्ध मनः सुखेषु विगत स्पुह, जो इंसान दुख में विचलित नहीं होता है, सुख में अपने आप को सर्वोपरि नहीं मान लेता है, जो व्यक्ति भय राग और द्वेष जैसे परिबड़ों से दूर रहता है, ऐसे व्यक्ति को स्थिर बुद्धि वाला इंसान कहा जाता है. Only this kind of person is known as a sage of steady mind. If you really want to get a success in your life, then you have to be sthita pragya, the sage of steady mind. Only by this you can get achieved anything in your life. So this is what Lord Krishna stated. Lord Krishna further stated, ध्यायतो विश्यान पुंसः संगसेतु पजायते संगात संजायते कामः कामातो क्रोधो विंजायते क्रोधात भवति सम्मोह, सम्मोहात स्मृति विभ्रम, स्मृति हिंसात बुद्धि नाशो, बुद्धि नाशात प्रणश्यति. Lord Krishna here stated, ध्यायतो विषयान पुंस संगस्य तो पजायते, संगात संजायते कामः, कामात् क्रोधो पिञ्जायते, क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोह, सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः, स्मृति हिंसात् बुद्धि नाशो, बुद्धि नाशात् प्रणश्यति. यह कृष्णा स्टेटेड, फल की आशा से कामना प्रकट होती है और कामना का तो स्वभाव है असंतोषी. असंतोष के कारण क्रोध जन्म लेता है. क्रोध के कारण व्यक्ति आचार और व्यवहार का ज्ञान ही भूल जाता है. ज्ञान के जाने से बुद्धि चली जाती है, अनुचित प्रकार के कार्य होने लगते हैं और अंत में समाज ऐसे व्यक्ति का शत्रु बन जाता है. तो इफ एवरीथिंग विल हैपन एज पर आवर एक्सपेक्टेशन एंड डिजायर, सो आवर एक्सपेक्टेशन एंड डिजायर आर ओनली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द सुसाइडल डेथ. So we all have to make ourselves free from such all things which actually responsible, which actually make all of us worry. So I am requesting to all of you, never commit suicide. Always perform, always think to perform your prescribed duty. You are only having a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to get any result of your activities, fruit of your actions. So everything, whatever would be reward, everything you have to leave on Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna taking care of all such things. So I am requesting to all of you, please never commit suicide. Always motivate yourself to perform your prescribed duty toward the society. You have to work for the society, and one's failure is not full-time failure. However, the people who got many failures, only he knows the actual value of the success. So you just have to understand the failure is a part of life. You don't have to leave. You don't have to give up. You don't have to renunciate whatever action you are executing. You just have to perform your prescribed duty without being attached, without having any kind of fear and anxiety. I am requesting to all of you, please never commit suicide. Just think about Lord Krishna, because he is a supreme protector. Even Lord Krishna stated, Sarva dharman parityajante mamekam saranam vajraha aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami ma sulah. Here Vasudeva Krishna stated, Sarva dharman parityajante mamekam saranam vajraha aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami ma sulah. Here Krishna stated to Arjuna, abandon your all religious practices and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you salvation and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities path. So you don't have to fear. Just surrender unto me. If you surrender unto me, then you will surely get my supreme abode. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Even after listening of entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita, before listening of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was totally exhausted. Arjuna was crying. Arjuna with full of anxiety, fears and also attachment. But after listening of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna stated, Nashta moho smriti labdha tat prasadam Krishna. Nashta moho smriti labdha tat prasadam Krishna. Stita samgata sandeha karishya vachanam tava. Hey Madhav, hey Madhusudan, hey Ranchod. Nashta moho. Whatever my attachment, my delusion, now I have lost because of your mercy. And my memory which was lost, I have regained. This is what Arjuna stated. Now I become your disciple Madhav, and I will follow your instruction. Whatever you will tell to me to do in this matter of Mahabharata, I am going to do so. Because I become your disciple, and Guru Shishya Parampara, Guru Vachanam Krutvam, means I have to follow my teacher's instruction. So Lord Krishna become a teacher, and Arjuna stated, Karishya Vachanam Tava. After listening of entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the total duration of Srimad Bhagavad Gita was only 20 minutes. In a 20 minutes, Lord Krishna spoken 700 verses. And Arjuna listened these all things very carefully. Arjuna stated, oh my God, what I have listened. I have even speculated the universal form of Lord Krishna, Vishwarupam Darshanaha, Aham Krutva Vishwarupam Darshanaha, Aham Ichchami Krutvam Vishwarupa Darshanam. Here Vasudev Krishna, after listening, with the grace of Lord Krishna, Arjuna got motivated, Arjuna was remotivated, and all kind of delusion, all kind of attachment was impelled by the supreme mercy of Lord Krishna after listening of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So whenever please listen it very carefully. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to convey what Lord Krishna stated. Whenever you are in depression, whenever you are having a suicidal thought, just open Srimad Bhagavad Gita randomly and open Srimad Bhagavad Gita randomly and start any verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Initially, immediately, you will surely get motivation. So, keep Srimad Bhagavad Gita with you and try to follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita in your life. Then you will never fall down this material world. You will never have a thought of the suicide. So this is what I am requesting to all of you. Please bring yourself out from the frustration and depression like condition and work for the society, work for the nation, work for the people. If you start to work for the people, Lord Krishna will definitely be very happy, and Lord Krishna will start to pull you down from this material world, and also Lord Krishna will offer you the supreme abode of Lord Krishna. So work for the society, work for the people. This is what I am requesting to all of you. I hope you all can understand. Never get demotivation, never get into frustration and depression like condition. Just open Srimad Bhagavad Gita and you will definitely achieve anything in your life if you follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe.